In our previous video, we created a morphing of a car into the text Hello World. In this video, we are going to create a mask that will only allow certain part of the word Hello World to be displayed at certain point of time along the timeline. To do that, we got to first of all create a layer. Let's name it mask. And then we need to create a motion twin. Okay. The reason for creating a motion twin will become apparent in a while. Okay, so we go through the same steps for creating a motion twin. First of all, we need to create a keyframe. Then select the last frame where the motion will end, 90, which means that it's 2 seconds worth, because 60 to 90 is 30 frames, divided by 15 frames per second is 2 seconds. So I click frame 90 and press F5. So all the frames will be created. Now I'm going to click anywhere inside. Oh, I'm not able to create a motion twin yet because I have not created a object, okay, within this keyframe, the first keyframe. I need to, okay, let's create a circular object. Okay, circular object, and move it down here. Okay, now the circular object is created. You can right click, create motion twin. Then it asks you that, it tells you that the selected object cannot be twined. Why? Because any object that is being used within a twin needs to be a symbol. So he said, do you want to convert this to a symbol? You say yes. Okay. So now look at your library. You have an extra symbol 1 being created, which is the one that's converted from this circular object. Let's rename it and call it mask. Okay, and now let us start doing the motion twin. Click on the last frame and insert a keyframe. Choose the position keyframe. Then you can start dragging. Okay, or alternatively, let's Ctrl Z, undo. You can just, like what we did earlier on, click on frame 90. You don't have to insert the keyframe at all. Okay, just need to drag and you automatically insert a position keyframe at the frame position 90. So a shape twin has been created. Move the player around and you can see that there's a motion, that there's an animation for this circle. Okay, now aren't we supposed to create a mask that will only allow certain part of the word hello world to appear? Okay, so after the 60th frame, if you move forward, the hello world text disappears. There's two reasons for it. First of all, because the masking is masking out everything else, which includes the hello world. Second reason is because after the 60th frame, there's no more frame to display. So effectively, the morphing layer stops after the 60th frame. Okay, so to make the morphing layer continue to be active and appear on the movie, on the stage, you need to include the extra frame. So click on frame 90 and press F5. Okay, so hello world continues to appear. Okay, he continues to appear. Okay, by right, hello world should not, oh well, hello world should appear at this point of time. Okay, because I have not made this layer a masking layer. Okay, so far what I've done is that I've just created a motion twin for this layer. So you can see for yourself that this is the circular object is just moving, just animating from frame 60 to frame 90. So how do I make it into a masking layer? First of all, before I want to mask it, I need to make sure that this circular object okay, coincides. I mean, actually will cover, because right now as it moves, it doesn't cover, right? Well, it doesn't lay itself on top of hello world, so the effect of masking will not be there. Okay, so I need to move this thing up. So to move a motion path, you need to go to the layer that contains the path, click on the sub selection tool, okay, then mouse over the motion path itself, click, hold it there, drag it up, drag it to wherever you want. So now the motion twin actually covers the text hello world. Okay, so now how do I create the masking effect now? Okay, very simply, I just go to mask layer, right click and click on mask. Okay, so now you shall see the masking is there. Okay. So now do you know why? There's a reason why I create the keyframe, the first keyframe on the 61st. It's the 61st frame instead of 60th frame. If I created the keyframe on the 60th frame, the mask starts on the 60th frame. So remember this morphing? When the morphing is morphing the car to the hello world, when hello world becomes fully displayed at the 60th frame, it will immediately be masked. If let's say this keyframe is here, the hello world will never be properly displayed. That's why I created the keyframe at the 61st keyframe and not on the 60th keyframe. Okay, let me repeat. If I created a keyframe on the 60th frame, the hello world text, which supposedly should be fully displayed on frame 60, will only be displayed partially. In fact, this is what will be displayed, okay, on the 60th frame if this keyframe is created on the 60th frame. Okay, so that's the reason why I created the keyframe for the mask layer on the 61st frame instead of on the 60th frame, so that the hello world text can be fully displayed before it's being masked. Okay, let's see now. Okay. So one more thing to note, I mean more so to repeat, you need to create an extra frame so that the hello world text continue to appear after 60th frame. Okay, previously all these frames are not there, hello world will not be there, okay, unless you add in extra frames. Okay, so that is all